This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of Flight Control, which is an Xbox Live title and available in the marketplace for $2.99. Flight Control is a classic title that a lot of people know. And in this game, you get a number of different airfields here to pick from. That's the first one you start with. And then there's this one, and all these add different variation to the gameplay here, like some water landing aircrafts or more helicopter pads and other things like that. So yeah, as you can see, there's 5 different airfields, and some of them have some really nice variation, like this one here, where the airfields will actually switch between being open and closed depending on the weather here. And there's some snow, as you can see, falling, and the snow changes direction there. As you can see, this track right here, the inside pink track, closed, and so did the yellow one. If you already had a plane landing on it, then you can still land there no matter what, but any future planes have to land on the new track here. The game's controlled by just dragging a plane from your finger to one of the tracks. And it's actually really accurate. I thought it'd kind of be tough to control at first, but it wasn't. What you have to be careful of is planes crashing. Because if you fly 2 planes directly at each other and aren't good at creating a path, they'll crash. And once you crash, you lose the game and you have to retry. The whole point of the game is to get your highest score, which is just landing a certain number of airplanes. And as you progress through the levels, well, as you just progress in time, it doesn't really seem to get any tougher. I didn't think it got any tougher, really. It's just you have to be always on top of it and managing what's going on in order to win. Well, there is no really winning, it's just like winning your own personal score, you know. The visuals are really simple. They're nothing that impressive. And the sounds, it has that little soundtrack at the beginning of the game, but that only lasts for like 30 seconds, and then it completely goes away. So I don't even know what the use of having that music there is. They have sounds for every time you drag onto an airport and everything, so those help the game some. And they of course have sounds for when your plane is going to collide, which really helps you. And all the planes will give you visual clues as to what track they need to land on. As you see, they show their color there. And they give you clues as to if they have already gotten a track by you or not. If you haven't drawn them a path, then they'll show up as pink there. And so you can play through the different stages there to get some variation in your gameplay. But personally, I don't think this game lasts that long. Some of them do add some nice different challenges, but I don't know, there's not that much to do in the game. I guess you could work through those achievements, but I don't know. It's kind of fun to play. It definitely is challenging, you have to think a lot about what you're doing. So Flight Control is a decent little puzzle game. It's definitely really relaxing and nice to play if you just got some spare time and you want to sit around and work out a little kind of logic puzzle. But it doesn't have that much of a lasting value. If you are a fan of Flight Control games, this is a really good version of Flight Control for a phone. And you can pick it up in the marketplace for $2.99. Remember to subscribe to WM Power users to catch all the latest reviews.